What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday, and I'm so excited to be talking to you about the Top 5 songs of 1982. We're going through the 80s one at a time here, so it's going to take pretty much all year to do it, but I'm so psyched to do it because the 80s were such a fun time in music. 1982, MTV was really kind of taken off, and that's where music was headed in general. So it's going to be fun to see what makes this top 5. So let's get right into it. At number 5... Maneater by Hall & Oates off of their album H2O. This single was, just chart topping, just so fun. It has everything that makes a Hall & Oates song great. A really cool bass groove that you want to just go, yeah, put your teeth out to. You know what I'm talking about. And, the great melody. Daryl Hall was just amazing at melodies, and the two of them together, come on, man. And then also you got this, they essentially created a term for, a woman that's gonna take you down one way or another as a man-eater. And so there you have it. Just one of the greatest pop rock songs of the decade, and that's just at my number 5. So now at number 4... Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran off of their album Rio, which I think still stands as their greatest record, but that can be debated easily. But come on. Speaking of MTV, I remember this music video when I was a kid, them on the boat and then getting to the jungle and kind of like hunting this native girl or something. And it went with the music perfectly. But man, what a great rock song. Duran Duran, I think, was one of the greatest bands of the 80s. The way that they married pop and synth sounds with the rock guitars, not going over the top like raunchy with it like some of the hair bands would later in the decade, but in a way that was just fun and playful, and also just melodically top notch. So that's at my number 4. Now at number 3... 1999 by Prince off of the self-titled album of that name. This is just, come on, man. Every party has to have 1999 still to this day, even though it doesn't make sense anymore. I remember going into New Year's Eve 99 into 2000, this was the song, man, that was playing everywhere, and written in 1982, so a little bit prophetic. Of course, in this song they're saying the world's gonna end. That didn't happen, but what a fun way to go out if it did, right? And I love how on this song, Prince wasn't greedy vocally. He let, all the different vocalists in the band that would become the Revolution kind of take different parts of the song. And, but that's just, he was such a great songwriter. At this time, he was already writing songs for other bands, and while he was just creating album after album of great material himself, just an absolute genius. And that is just at number 3. So now at number 2, Billie Jean. Talk about genius. Another one that was gone too soon, Michael Jackson, off of the album Thriller, the album of all albums of that year. I still think it might be at the top of all-time album charts sales-wise, and for great reason. And this track, there were so many great tracks on that album, but this one really stood out in such a way that it married this like groovy bass line. It's a dance song, but it's also got this haunting melody, and it's a very deep song lyrically as well. So there was just all this, there was nothing like it at the time, and nothing like the music video either, which was kind of dark and mysterious, a tiger walking around, and MJ kind of like dancing around on a sidewalk that would light up as he walked. So the introduction really of the next big thing, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but 82, 83, man, it was like the next wave of the Beatles or something when Michael Jackson's Thriller was out. And this is a great reason why. So that's just at number 2. Now at number 1, Eminence Front by The Who. A lot of you are going to be like, what? You put that over some of those other songs? Yes, I'm telling you, this song is brilliant, and it's one that I come back to all the time. And that's really why I put it at number 1. It just has so much repeat value. It's one of the coolest songs in the Who's catalog and just of all time. And what's cool is I love how Pete Townsend kind of took from another one of their greatest songs, Baba O'Reilly, where the template of kind of having this synthesizer repetitive sound build a song around it. And that's exactly what he did here. But unlike Baba O'Reilly, which is more just straight ahead, unadulterated rock, this is more of like a night groove where, you know, you're driving around at night and you're seeing the neon lights, and it just, I don't know, it puts me in that kind of mood every time I hear it. And then, man, Pete Townsend, one of the greatest rhythm guitarists of all time, but also one of the greatest lead guitarists of all time. And he really shows off his chops on lead on this track. For the first minute, before any vocals come in, he's just going at it, man. And again, Pete is the star, the MVP of this song. He sings lead vocals on here and does a great, fantastic job. This is the best song on that record. It's hard, and it blows away anything Daltrey does on the album, to be honest. So, yeah, great. Keith Moon is obviously missing, but in a way, for this song in particular, I love that there's kind of space to be filled in on the rhythm section. It's just very straight ahead and straightforward, and it allows that space for Townsend to kind of do those sweet leads and really give it that kind of moody atmosphere that the synths give it. I could go on and on about this song. It's just one of my favorite of the decade and of all time. So that's my top 5, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think. What would your top 5 be? If you're so bold, leave me a top 10. There were so many great songs in that year and so many great albums. We'll be getting to that episode soon. So stay tuned. We got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, so much more. Thank you for watching. And as always, Viva la Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.